And welcome back after an extended weekend. We hope you had fun.
Extended.
Yeah. Scotty Ray and Odie, well, it's been kind of a long weekend.
It felt like it anyway, didn't it?
Lots of things have gone on. We're going to update you on all of that this morning as we begin our day together. How was yours?
It was good. Had a great weekend. And Ole Miss, whoop, whoop, hotty toddy. Did y'all see that?
Well,
we let 2 touchdowns go. We could have gotten and still, 27-3 over South Carolina.
Odie, that's not the talk of the town, though. It would be that other ball game that happened.
I wasn't going to bring that up. But since you did.
Rupp-Rowe.
Boy.
Were they even ranked and they just come in and won?
No, they weren't. They weren't ranked.
So an unranked team beats Alabama. Has anybody reached out to Nick to see how he feels about this?
He's not real happy. I mean, it's football. I mean, anything can happen.
But it used to didn't happen when he was there.
Well, so somebody made a little post yesterday that said, hey, because there's people out there who are calling for DeBoer's head on this. It's time, I think it's DeBoer, isn't that his name?
Couldn't tell you.
It's time for him to go. Well,
how many games has he lost?
One,
okay.
All right, so his record is ungodly and nothing. I mean, he's 100 and something and like 5. I don't know the numbers, so don't jump on me. But he's got a heck of a record. So he comes in, he loses. Now, it's bad that he loses to Vandy of all people.
Right.
But year 1 for Saban. Same thing. He lost to an unranked. People are being upset because Saban left him a heck of a team, and Saban didn't have much of a team when he took over. But the thing is, I mean, it's football. Any given Saturday, any given Friday, any given Sunday, it doesn't really matter. But, yes, it was a very tough loss.
You're saying that Mississippi State could beat him is what you're saying?
Now, any given Saturday,
they're going to lose.
But that one. But wait a minute. Since we're talking about this, I had to go back and check.
Yeah.
The Cowboys won.
No.
Yeah. I had to go back. I heard them, and I said, well.
Did somebody fill in as quarterback or something?
I think Dak was still there from what I've read. I didn't watch it.
Me either. I didn't know that.
Bob said what it was football. I mean, and that's it. Alabama played a good offense. They played a decent, but not real great defense. But Vandy was more prepared for this game than Alabama was.
As always, people get to drinking and arrests happen throughout the state of Alabama on situations like this. Yeah. It was a bad night. Bad night for some folks there that didn't take it very well. What was that score? 40-35. Has
40-35.
Has Amy got a commentary for us on this? Would she like to?
So,
how was life in your house with a true Alabama fan?
She was over here watching it, and I was over here watching.
Did she talk much during it? Or was it more
I didn't
grunts?
hear a whole lot because the Ole Miss and Alabama played basically at the same time. So she was watching it on one TV, and I was watching my game on another TV. And then I flipped over and watched the fourth quarter after Ole Miss took hotty toddy win, and then watched it. So we didn't say nothing. And of course, I'm not going to go in there going,
for your own safety.
Yours didn't. Yeah. I mean, it's like I told her. I said, look, I love Ole Miss, and when they, like last week when they lost, I said, dang. Oh, well.
But we're talking about Alabama losing.
But, the same thing. They should say, unless you went to school there. I didn't go to Ole Miss, so, I mean, I don't know. That's just the way I look at it. It's a game.
But there's probably a lot of people that haven't accepted it yet. We just thought we'd break the news to you.
Most of them happened. She said, well, they didn't go to play. They didn't show up.
Yeah, they did. They just got beat.
They got beat. I hate it for them.
They'll get over it. Hey, I mentioned this a little bit ago on the first show. If you're in the area of Highway 11, I-20, if you're in a hotel watching us and you're visiting our fair city, it might be best to go check your car because, well, they've been busy overnight. Just make sure your car didn't get broken into. It's a common thing, and Meridian has really, really got to stop this. It's nearly every night that someone passing through our town gets a car broken into at a hotel. And eventually, the word will spread not to stop in Meridian. So this has got to be curbed, whether it's more security at hotels, whether we increase security from the police department passing through the parking lots to deter the bad folks from doing this. And you go, well, who's doing it? There's a lot of homeless people doing this. You can shake a stick and do, but that's what's going on. We see it every day, and it just increasingly getting worse. So we're passing that along. Do with it what you can to curb this.
Yeah. Now there's your statement right there.
What's that?
What people fail to remember. Need to hit this one on the head. These are children playing college football.
And they're making money off?
And they're making money now, which... Well, that's a whole other can of worms. I have a problem with that because they're getting a free education by playing a sport. Now, here's my other thought, and this is probably going to upset some people. But here's my thing. If a school is government funded, which means funded by the taxpayers, you should not have to pay ESPN or anything else to watch the game. That should be 100% free to watch because that's where these schools are making all this money. ESPN says, we'll pay you millions to let us broadcast this, and then we're going to charge millions and make money off of it. And since the school's making money, they figured, well, it's only fair to pay the players. You know, you're supposed to play to see if you can make it to the next level. And that's very hard to do. Very few selected to take that next step out of all the players. But at the end of the day, you just got a free 4-year education to finish the rest of your life with 0 student debt.
Yeah, the whole thing's a mess, and I think most agree with that. It's just, I don't know what the answer is, but that's the skinny of it there.
Yeah.
Already Monday morning. Terry, good morning there. Glad to see you. Greg Summerlin joining us as well.
Oh, Greg, it's ruining college sports. Yep.
Come on back with your birthdays, anniversaries, anything of that nature.
We got a few. We need some new ones.
We'll be right back at the Scotty Ray Report.
Y'all come on out and see us at J&J Used Cars, Highway 19 South in the Southeast community. We right up the hill from the red light. Wide variety, nice quality used cars. Got 4-door Z71s. Hey, Christmas gonna be here before you know it. Wife, daughter, they will get you off your feet and back in the street. Right here at J&J Used Cars on Highway 19 South, Meridian.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
Hey, this is Greg, and everybody knows I love to eat good food. So when you're out and about, come on down to Long's Fish Camp. Been here for over 50 years serving some of the South's best fried fish, hush puppies, shrimp, and hey, don't forget the coleslaw. Probably the best anywhere in the world. Excellent food, excellent service. Drive on down to Enterprise, Mississippi, and enjoy your food from Long's. Remember, at Long's, everybody's family.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. The Good Samaritans saved the day on Saturday. Have you heard about this yet?
I did. I saw it on the Scotty Ray Report.
Saturday night, there would be an incident at Walmart to where, and I might as well say this again also, it looked to be, I can't guarantee it, but it did resemble a homeless person that started pulling door handles and got into a car of an employee of Walmart, took her wallet, and started to take off. Just so happens, though, a Good Samaritan was passing by and saw it going on and stopped his truck and said, "Hey, stop." He wouldn't do it.
Well.
So he got out as a armed citizen and ordered him on the ground. Held him there until police arrived on the scene. He was taken into custody, and then she goes, "Whoa, where's my smokes?"
Oh.
He'd taken them too, so they got those back from the guy.
Well, that ought to be a felony as much as them things cost.
Here's the scene of what went on at Wally World there. Now, I'm not going to say his name, but if Odie will stare at that picture, he knows the Good Samaritan as well as I do, and I just want to say a good job to him. I'm not going to say his name. I don't think he wants to be recognized. But
a good guy with a gun is what we're going to say.
Yeah, he done the right thing, and police were able to take that person in custody, and they were whisked off, most likely down to see Harold at the Clark County Jail.
Yeah. And
made a little room.
Cigarettes down there either.
No, don't get those there either. There, but one of those good things to where justice was done, and they didn't get away with it. And so many times it doesn't work that way. So we got a good one there, and I want to touch back on this. Last weekend I made a post, and I got several texts of critiquing me of what I did.
Say it ain't so.
Oh, I did, and. I went ahead and called it murder. And Odie, it's murder.
Well, it took a week to release that.
We have a name as the male has been identified as 56-year-old James William of Meridian. An autopsy confirmed that he died from a bullet wound in the upper torso is where this would happen, a single gunshot wound. And as I was on scene and I ran into people that lived in the neighborhood, they did tell me that I heard a single gunshot, 9:20 to 10:30, somewhere along that. I don't remember the exact time of it, but I think it was closer to 9:20 to 9:25 in that time frame.
Wow.
He would be found the following morning lying on the grass inside someone's yard. So we bring this in as Meridian's 12th murder of the year.
12.
Now, last year we finished the year with 12 murders in the city limits of Meridian. So we're ahead of what the statistics were from last year.
Still got 3 months left.
Yeah. So what will happen, we don't know. We're watching this closely as what we'll do with this. To my knowledge, there's no suspect at this time. When the Meridian PD announces more, we'll add that to that. But man alive, that's a bunch. We're keeping track of that. And again, numbers of what happens. We've had 2 generally this year in that area. I'll have to go back and check my note and make sure there wasn't more. But in the last couple of months, we know that in this area, there's been 2. We send condolences to family members as he is identified there. 56-year-old James Williams of Meridian. I'm
going to throw this out there, and you find out where you want to get these from. But there's some little bitty square cameras, and they run on batteries. They're not wired. They're a great picture. You can buy a 4-pack for $150, and you can stick these little dudes up. They will warn you when someone's around. They will record. You can pinpoint them to do whatever you want them to do, and it will cost you $100 a year to have recordable service and all that stuff. Now, I've got all that, and I got 2 properties that are covered in cameras.
Right.
And it doesn't matter how many properties, how many places, somebody's named it. But you can have these cameras around, call CUI. They can come out and take care of this stuff, but there's one way to help curb this, and that's cameras. Get this stuff on camera. Turn that over to the authorities. Somebody knows who did this murder.
I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there because there's a lot of rumors that no, Chris Reed did not leave me the password to the hidden cameras in his office, and that's how I know what's going on in the police chief's office. Wink, wink.
Well, I thought all those cameras were broke anyway. And they've got to replace them.
Ooh, but cameras do catch things when you're asleep, and it leads a lot of times to solving a crime. Imagine what the world would be like years ago if they'd had this. It now
I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today.
Going to visit Odie Sunday. We had and let me show this. We had a car fire last night. This would be in the Clarkdale community, Odie. And if I am not mistaken, what was the thing from Hee Haw? If it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all.
No luck at all.
I want to say that this vehicle was bought the day before, and the guy only owned it for a day. As we go straight to Clarkdale, this will be on Luther Walker Road. Look at this. That's extra cream.
No, not at all.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be somewhere around that Tahoe looking, if I am not mistaken. There. So, see what other pictures we got here left over from all that. Here's the actual flames as it was breaking into it last night. That was stout.
Man. Yeah.
But extra crispy. Yep, that's a Tahoe.
And somebody's going to chime in. And it has to be old Bob.
What Bob?
Gloom, despair, agony on me.
Oh! I love that. Just fat overalls that fit right in.
Yeah.
What's thought of? How did it always start out with some other little tune? But you met another.
And
was gone. Now, we want to do this as a reminder of everything, because I don't care if you're watching from Alabama, you're watching from Meridian, if you're watching from Jackson, Mississippi. There's a lot of tractors on the road right now because deer season. They're in and out. They'll go down the highway and cut into a green patch. We had an incident yesterday that happened out on Minnow Bucket Road. Let me click on the picture and make that a little bit bigger there for you there. This is that area a car collided with a tractor. These things happen a lot. Rear end, top of hill, and you can't stop. But be on the lookout, especially on weekends. It can happen during the week, but there's a lot of folks that just have the weekends to go work on deer patches, and an accident can happen. I don't think there were any major injuries, some minor injuries associated.
Still, it's and not only that, but we've got winter coming, so we've got to prepare our horses and cows and get hay in barns. And you'll have a lot of hay trucks. You'll have tractors pulling hay wagons and all that up and down some of these country roads. So be careful, because they're not moving fast. And
today is October the 7th, which means the month of October we have a lot of hay rides. And let's go ahead and touch on that as you remember what happened in our community a few years ago.
Yeah, it's terrible. It really is. Have a vehicle to follow. If you're going to do a hay ride, have a vehicle with lights following the hay ride. But be safe. But hey, it's a festive. Look, we got October is festive, a lot of stuff going on. November is festive, a lot of stuff going on. December, what we celebrate. We know Jesus was probably born in September, but we celebrate his birth in December. Lots of celebration all the way up to the New Year. So the rest of the year, be extra cautious.
Woo. Y'all look out. Michael Ray Johnson done got out of bed. He's watching now.
Oh, dry off.
We'll be right back.
Here at Meridian Cycles, customer service is our #1 priority. And when you buy any Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, CF Moto, or Suzuki ATV or side-by-side, we're going to give you your first oil change absolutely free, because we service everything we sell here at Meridian Cycles. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North, or call us 601-485-8700. Come see us.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPel windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
And welcome back. And that was addressed, what we were reading there in the notes there about tractors on Mississippi highways.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to have the triangle, reflective triangle, but for the most part, we are a farm state, and of course, we don't produce as much now as we used to. We do grow trees, but
tractors have the
right of way.
And it's just, and as you get into the Amish country, they've got the right of way. You know,
Erica Davis coming in from the steel city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Good morning, Erica.
Yeah, good morning.
Hope your day is going well. Hey, Odie, I'm going to shock you here.
Let's see.
We had an attempted burglary over the weekend. Guess where it was?
The Dollar General.
You hit it. Criminals' most favorite place to head to. Let's go and take a look at that beautiful bean footage early Sunday morning. It's almost like an instant replay of what I've been doing for the last few weekends, and there they are back. And
now, if I'm not mistaken, that's kind of over there where Bum Alley is.
Well, you hit it there, Odie. Again, I'm sure that somewhere there is video footage to back up my claim there. We're going to say this is vagrants. This is going to be homeless people doing this, and it's time and time, almost every weekend. This time, what is unique about it, the police were within a block when it all started going down, and they were on it, and the suspect ran out and ran into the darkness. In the past, they had gotten away with it by a few hours. They weren't able to take anything this time. Police response was that quick, so that is good. Maybe it's going to be a turning point to where we get some more officers and be able to stop this stuff.
You know, last week you did a little live from Hampton Shell.
Yes.
About them destroying a CO2 tank. And knowing that's been going on for a while, we know it's the homeless. We knew exactly who it was. And he said that he had been talking to Jeff Tate, and they're trying to get a law to help out with it. Now, I haven't read into it a whole lot because I do want to look and see what they're doing down there. But Florida just passed a law. It is illegal to sleep outside. Now, if you go to a state park, you're in a tent, that's one thing. But
you're talking
homeless,
on city streets.
Sleeping outside and all that is illegal. Florida is tired of dealing with this kind of crap. So they are, Barney's saying they're going to nip it in the bud.
But, you know, and I want everybody to understand here what happens here, what's happening to our city is the theft. As I spoke with David Harrigan, I did an interview with him, of the amount of, he was telling me there was 5-6 people came in a group and stole from them, and how long it takes to make a profit back after that. And so the prices have to be raised to cover the cost of, all right, I'm going to have X amount of dollars stole this month. And for me to stay in business, I've got to raise my price. We got to stop all of this. And I feel for every retailer we've got. And it's a lot of people that are very local. All right, let's branch out of the local. Eventually, it can affect a place like Walmart, or what was the place that went out of business over there, Best Buy. It can, to where they eventually leave your town and you don't get their products. We just don't need it. It's not good. Police presence, and it also takes the average citizen going, I'm not going to take it anymore. Don't stand by and turn your head. If you see something, talk to the police about it and let them know what you saw. And if you don't feel comfortable, send me a message. I'll talk to them. I don't mind a bit. Talk to them on a regular basis there. Bump into them in a lot of scenes and go, oh, by the way, I don't mind doing that. But there's a lot of people that don't feel comfortable, we'll be glad to talk to them for you.
And people are going, well, y'all are just y'all are against them. We're not against them, but here's the thing. Go to a shelter. Shelters are available right here for you to go to. But the problem is they won't stop drinking. They won't stop doing drugs. They don't want to be in by 10 p.m. They don't want to follow rules and laws, and that's why they are on the streets to begin with. It's where they want to be.
They're offered a place to stay.
I had an ex-father-in-law. That's what he was. He was a bum on the streets because that was by choice. That's what he wanted to do because he didn't want to join society. There's places for them to go if they really want the help. These people don't want the help.
We had us a fire on I-20 over the weekend. I don't know if you got to see this or not. Let's show some beam footage here, Odie. This is I-20 around mile marker, I think 76 to 78, right along. Look at this huge fire we had. We're going to go ahead for the insurance company and say this is a total loss.
Yeah, you might go ahead and get your checkbook out for that.
But look at that. Gone.
That's terrible. It really is terrible.
Things like this happen all the time, and a big thank you to those who respond to help take care of these issues there. Also, Odie, we had, I guess you could almost call this a miracle. When's the last time you got run over by a car?
Well, I hadn't because I got them pants that everybody makes fun of.
Exactly. They are bright. They are bright. But we had an incident there near Toyota over the weekend and by the power company. As you'll see here, let me pull the video up and show you this. We had someone struck there. I believe this was Saturday night. Wow. And, Odie, they were able to walk away from this. As we saw, you see all the police there in the background. And again, we had several reports of people going, I saw this. I almost tapped them myself.
Oh, wow.
And so that was what happened Saturday night there. Again, they were able to get up and walk away from this.
Man.
It is a miracle to be struck by a car and be able to walk away from it. That had a good ending to it there. We did have some reports of gunfire over the weekend. This would be King Road area. Right here on 40th Avenue. It's actually in the 4100 block of 40th Street. Gunfire reported. Had that happen earlier last night. And we also had reports here also in the overnight hours. 38th Avenue and Valley Street. This is where AutoZone is on 8th Street. It was due south of there, headed toward the railroad tracks. Police responded to it. No damage or injury with either one of these, but we did have it. Saturday night, 10th Avenue. I had tons of people saying I heard multiple rounds. It would come in 3 to 8 round boom, 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 booms is what we were being told. So 10th Avenue there, country club down through there.
Yeah.
Off of North Hill Street. No injuries or damage on that either, to my knowledge. And I mentioned this early this morning. 4 o'clock as I was rubbing my eyes trying to see how empty my coffee cup was.
Did you pour the first one on?
It felt like it. We had an incident here at Highway 19. This is going to be right by the CVS McDonald's. Sits right here.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody just kind of didn't quite make the turn and took out a light pole.
Oof.
Pick 'em up truck hit the light pole. We had to have the power company come out and restore and fix all of that. And it could have been a lot worse. So, if you saw all the flashy blue lights this morning, that's what was going on early.
Want to take this to remind y'all, if the stop lights are out, you treat it as a four-way stop. It's on the test. You may have failed that question. I don't know. But if you come upon an intersection that's got street lights, that's got stop lights, and they're blinking or they're out, it is a four-way stop, unless there's someone there flagging you. Other than that, it's a four-way stop. I mean, people don't have a clue.
No, they don't.
It's on the test. Just saying.
How many years has it been since you took that test?
1985, I think.
It's somewhere around in there when I took mine. Because back then you could do it at 14.
That's right. Yeah, boy.
More times have changed.
But we had driving tests also.
Yes. We had to prove we could do it.
We had the parallel park.
See, there's something great about learning how to haul hay also, because you're in a pasture and you learn how to drive and sweat at the same time.
And drive straight, too.
Right. Right. This,
Yeah.
because you had to.
Yeah. People don't know how to pull into a parking spot. They'll pull in, but they won't go all the way up. Go all the way up. Your rear end sticking way out.
And parallel parking.
Oh, it'd be so hard. They'd crash.
8th Street. Now that little section there, that's tight. Even the regular parking there from 8th Street to what is that, 23rd?
Yeah,
Up toward
2
the
lane
temp-
is a 1 lane, really.
Man, because you get a 1-ton truck parked there and it's all over, or Suburban. Everybody's
Yeah.
so keep it in mind when you want to.
Terrible, I say.
We'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Odie on this Monday morning. We hope your day is going well. Be right back.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Ooh, that's our cue to come back this morning.
It's us this again. I want to answer a question, and somebody brought it up, and I'm with you. When the police are driving down the road, they see a homeless person, why don't they just pull over, get an ID, check them, make sure that they are legal, they don't have any warrants and all that. Unfortunately, that's against the law, and you can't, that's that stop and frisk. You can't do that anymore.
But we used to could.
We used to. Remember, that's what cleaned up New York.
And then we passed laws to prohibit that.
Yeah, but we're the only country that does not do that.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, we're the only one that's in the shape we're in. I learned by sitting in Daddy's. I drove all over this town at 6 years old, driving in Daddy's lap.
Everybody used to do that.
Yeah, there wasn't as many cars on the road. And until I did run into the side of the Dairy Queen.
She pointed that out, did she?
Yeah, well, thank you, Charlene. Just point that out. But yeah, I learned how to drive early, and in the cow pasture.
But, and then back in the day when people had chores, you learned to drive with a lawnmower. Yeah, that teaches you, if you got a kid, make sure that they do that. You learn a whole bunch there. But there's a lot of things now that have passed that prohibit the law from doing their job.
So at a community meeting, the police chief told us that the homeless are protected under a law and cannot be arrested. She was talking about a law that was passed in the Southern Poverty Group. It seems that they can be arrested, but not for being homeless. Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Because they can't afford to get out of jail. So, I mean, being homeless is not against the law.
No.
But it's being homeless and committing crimes is what is against the law. And
I guess what pops to mind is Rambo. If y'all know, that's how it all started. He's walking down the street minding his own business, and he gets pulled over for being homeless. And then,
my heart goes out to every person that is homeless that is not out there on purpose. That didn't do it on their own, because there's so much out there that can help you and get help. But it's the ones who want to be in that position. And Southern Poverty Law Firm, I wish we'd all get together, stand up, and turn around and look at them and say, get out of Mississippi, get out of our county, get out of our city. We don't need you. If you have a problem with the way we do anything, you can come in here and change our law. But until then, we're going to arrest every single criminal.
But and we also got to learn also that Meridian really and truly contributes to this. We have a lot of programs that help the homeless, and they come from all over. and let's be honest about it, it's on maps in every city throughout the South. Free Meridian, Mississippi. So they come here. Like that or not, that is the truth.
Vagrancy is illegal. You can't just go sit down in the front of a building. That is private. That is a private area. So, yeah.
Well, as we turn back the times of history, and there's not as much that went on October the 7th for whatever reason. But in 1943, this old boy was born, and I can remember him saying, they go, "Who scares you?" And he said those famous words of Osama bin Laden, and they all looked at him and laughed when he was under oath.
Yeah, who's that?
Yeah. Here he is. Ollie has a birthday today, born in 43.
And just told it like it was.
I got this out of this guy was weird. And I don't know how you made a living out of doing this, but I got my dates mixed up in the order here. 1849, Edgar Allan Poe.
He had some weird poetry.
Yeah, The Raven and all that stuff there. He was born. He died on this date back in 1849. He was at the age of 40.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a smirk on his face there.
Yeah, he did.
Something wasn't going his way that day. Now, I think as a kid I watched this. Maybe you did. Do y'all remember To Kill a Mockingbird? Boy, what a famous movie that was. But the little girl that was in it, Mary Badham, and I thought for years she was a little boy the way she had her haircut. I did. I'm not going to lie. You just have to tell the truth sometimes. But she was in it. This guy, a lot of you will know, Little Pink Houses for you and me. A little ditty about Jack and Diane. Y'all remember all that?
Yep.
John Cougar Mellencamp has a birthday today. He's 73, I think. Boy, how weird is that?
Wow.
That doesn't even sound right, does it? It seems like he ought to be that...
that young fella still singing again.
Yeah. This next girl, you'll recognize her face. Is she a major star? No. But she is what you would consider one of those B artists that you saw in every TV show back in the day.
Yeah, she was in everything.
Yeah, her name is Judy Landers. She was in The Love of... And the list just goes on there. Appeared
Alf! There's Alf!
BJ and the Bear, The Jeffersons, Fantasy Island. She was even in The Fall Guy.
The plane.
That is one of the most famous lines. Boss, the plane.
The plane.
That is a huge one there.
Yeah.
And I've yet to see that in reruns. It may be out there, but...
Didn't they try to remake that? It didn't have Tattoo. It had somebody else. But I want to say they tried to make another.
It didn't go over as well as Hawaii Five-0 and
Probably.
Magnum.
Yeah. Not like Matlock. That was good. If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
So he says... MacGyver, they did remake it. I hadn't watched
the
a single
first 2 or
episode.
3 seasons was great. Then crashed on it too.
And can't remake Walker, Texas Ranger, if it's a bad plot. No. This next guy has a birthday today, and he made a living by being brutally honest of your mama. Your mama was wrong. You can't sing. Go home.
Yeah.
Simon Cowell, born on this day in 1959.
I mean, just smart.
Smart fella. He's made a big living. And you'll have to, I don't know much of her music. I know her name. Back in 1967, a young lady named Toni Braxton was born. And again, I don't know her music, but I know who she is. It's R&B, maybe. But she's a big singer. I just don't have any of her CDs. Back in 1968, he got interviewed by the man, Walter.
By the kangaroo.
Yeah, the kangaroo man interviewed him. Anybody remember this? Walter Cronkite explained the voting process to Captain Kangaroo and all of his huge audience that he had with children. And
that was cool.
And I think a lot of that has gone away. I think that's good to teach children earlier in these. Remember the thing of I'm just a bill?
I love that. You know, every Saturday those little things would come on and teach you. And Louie the Lightning Bug.
Yeah.
You know, stay away from power lines and down to power lines. And yeah. Good stuff. I am a bill, a lonely bill.
That was the song.
Sitting on the steps of Capitol Hill.
I did not realize this, but in 1976, this guy walked into the studio and recorded this, and it flopped. And it would only be after he had a hit that they would go back and go, you know, that was a pretty good song, and I think we'll re-release it now. Well, Backside of 30 was recorded on 1976, but it would be like 3 years later before it became a hit as it was re-released. Making Money at 30. And I didn't know this
glasses?
He only wrote 2 songs, and that's those 2.
And that was both of them.
And then the rest of it, but boy, that guy, he broke the mold because he wasn't pretty. He could just sing. They don't do that anymore.
Well, they've got these computers that alter their voice. We could sing nowadays.
Are you sure? I'm not
Yeah, they got
I'm not
these,
even sure that can be fixed, Odie.
Oh, something's got to be done. Now, we couldn't go put on a live concert. No.
Well, Millie and Vanilli did it.
Oh, that was a complete
until
lip sync.
until the power went out. And
wait a minute, which one of y'all scratched?
No, it skipped.
It skipped.
That's too funny.
Oh, man. Yeah,
1983, it was Bond. It was Sean Connery. Yes. Never Say Never. Did you watch it?
I did.
Okay. I don't remember watching it, but was it good? Best of your knowledge?
Yeah. I loved all of that. Almost all the Bonds.
Usually involve pretty women around Sean Connery.
Yeah.
And his
womanizer.
His performance in The Rock. Oh, man, I love that show with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, trying to get those explosives out there.
Mm-hmm. Bob McNeese talking about Straight Miss Emily's Picture. Fine song. It was 1989. This guy would be a mentor to so many people. Steve Wariner, y'all remember him? He had a #1 this week with I Got Dreams back in 1989. I can remember playing that in the overnight hours when I worked radio.
Yeah.
Umpteen dozen years ago, and just to break everybody's bubble, there's no one at night now. Ever.
Wow.
2003, this old boy became a governor.
21 years ago. I'll be back.
That's what he told the nanny. Whoops.
Oh. Yeah.
Might have cost him a thing or two.
Hey, you got that right.
And I bring up this picture because this guy that wrote this, Montgomery Gentry, re-recorded it, and a few others, but boy, there was only one that started out with, I've been down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. Y'all remember I'm a Rambling Man? The guy that wrote it, named Ray Pennington, passed away back in 2020. He wrote some other songs, but we'll put that down as his biggest one that he ever done, that Waylon recorded and took it all the way to #1. Pretty big song there.
Yeah.
I always like me some Waylon.
Oh, Waylon is a good one now.
Can't miss it.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
You're right. If Sean Connery was in a movie, they were usually top-notch stuff.
Yeah.
He just had, is the word class about him? Is that the word I'm looking for? He had a sway. He had a
sway. That would be the way to do it. I mean, he just fit that role.
Yeah, I liked him a whole lot.
He was the best one.
Scotty Ray Report will be right back. When it's time to store something, think Store Local Storage. It's conveniently located next to Northeast Park, and it's gated. On top of that, it's climate control, so no matter the season, it'll protect your things. 24-hour security, a covered loading dock, fire sprinklers, and you can choose the storage unit that suits your needs. From a 5x5 all the way up to a 10x30, you choose the space that you need. Call Store Local Storage today at 601-490-1618, Highway 39 North, Meridian. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger, plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Rockhouse Gun & Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun & Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun & Pawn.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings.
We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Let me use a word I hadn't used in a while.
Is it real big?
Well, I call it just Southern English, but
Oh.
I had plumb forgot about. You don't hear that as often as you used to.
Yeah.
But I plumb forgot about Sean Connery being in The Hunt for Red October.
Oh,
Bob
man,
brought that
about
movie
that
up.
submarine. That was a good one.
He played that part some kind of fine.
Yes, he did.
If you've never watched that, look that up on a Sunday afternoon when things are kind of slow and you can afford to watch a movie. We had a death at the prison over the weekend as we go to Lost Gap. Now, there's not much known about what went on, but we do know that a inmate was taken to the hospital with something wrong, and they would pass away at the hospital 2 days later. That's all we know at this point. I'm sure an autopsy will be performed on this to find out if there's anything to it or if it was natural causes. We don't know that. We haven't gotten a name yet due to not everyone has been notified, and we will never release a name until everybody is notified that needs to be.
Now, that's one thing about if there's a death in any prisoner that dies in custody, there's a law that says they will go get an autopsy. So that will take place.
We'll find out.
And then we'll find out, what the actual cause is. So that's a good thing.
And we have no clue at this point. But we hope to find out soon there. We had this doesn't happen as often unless it's on a bicycle in Meridian. But
and it was stolen.
2 banks in a row. But we go to Flowood, Mississippi, as we had a bank robbery. And I want to show you the before and after pictures of looking for details when things happen. A guy walked into the bank Saturday morning in Flowood and robbed it at 10 a.m. Let's go here. This is what was released from the Flowood Police Department. Now, you can't see a lot, but you could probably see some characteristics there that would give it away. I thought, then there's a lot of people that thought they knew him, but he would be found at a hotel in Flowood, not far from there.
Well,
here he is. This is what he looked like after he was taken into custody. A little bit of difference there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Without that ball cap.
Yeah. But, hey, congratulations. Good job. Got him off the street. So, see you later, alligator.
Now, we've got someone missing in Jasper County. Y'all, this Jones County is where he's from here. As we'll look at this, this gentleman is missing here. As we got an Amber Alert that went out on this. So, Silver Alert. I said that wrong.
Yeah, Silver Alert.
So, be on the lookout. We got someone missing always.
Driving a 2008 dark blue-gray Toyota Tundra.
And it could be anything. It could be medicine not mixed. We just don't know at this point. Your mother even one time got miscombobulated.
Oh, boy, did she.
And ended up in another state.
I don't know how she got there.
But that happened. Sunday morning, we woke up to the Meridian Fire Department with a bunch of woo-woo lights going on. And this is 5th Street at 42nd Avenue, if I remember right. Look at this.
Wow.
Odie, as I was nearing this, you could see
and
this
good Sunday
from
morning. We are
Walmart
live
on Highway
here.
19. And let me show you some pictures of what we got there.
Man.
But there was nothing left of this home.
Another vacant home.
It was.
Now gone. Go out on a limb and say probably vagrancy had something to do with that.
That's most likely what went on with that. No one was hurt, but you could see the smoke. I'm telling you, from Walmart on 19, it was just this big cloud of smoke over Meridian. You're going, wow, what is that? And that's what it was. But a big thank you to the Meridian Fire Department who arrived on scene and went to work quick. Now, we had this is a familiar place here of an accident, North Hill Street and Highway 39. There was not a lot, minor injuries. And let me just show you how this looked like as you'll look at this. 2 cars involved there. Again, minor injuries, slowed down traffic a little bit as they dug into that. And I think everybody's going to be okay at the end of the day from that. But still,
deal.
if you're a part of it, it's kind of spooky, I'm sure. Now, we had something happen over the weekend.
Yeah.
Let me pause this. It's not acting right. We ran up on this. Somebody is engaged now.
This was awesome.
At full moon. And she says yes.
She said yeah. So congratulations. That's awesome. That was a huge deal. Being moved to Front Street. And
yeah.
A lot of people have said that's really where they want to be. And now we've got a couple that gets down in front of the moon and proposes, and then a proposal accepted.
That I'm proud for them, and we wish them luck with their endeavors as being married.
Let me answer a question real quick. Hey, Odie, tell us what's up with FEMA. Has FEMA used its money on illegal aliens? So I'm not going to sit here and take up for FEMA because I'm not real sure what's going on over there.
None of us know.
None of us really know. They're using money and they're putting illegal aliens up in hotels. And yes, our government is sending more money over to
other countries
and all that. There's a huge, and there again, I'm not sitting here going to take up for everybody. There's a huge misconception going around Facebook that says FEMA's giving $750 to each one of the victims, and then that's it. That is not true. That is totally false. FEMA came in, it's set up, you come in, you sign some piece of paper, here's $750. Now, fill out this form. Let's see what your needs are, and we'll get you some more money. That's not all you're getting. That is upfront, 100% absolute emergency right then and there, $750. Now, you imagine the scammers that are driving in from other states to get signed up to get that $750. There are some scammers out there because it happened in Katrina. And it's going to happen up there with
just bad people.
People are driving 4 or 5 hours away to get that free deal.
Now, is it a loan like Terry asked? Do you know? I don't know the answer.
So that's $750. That's yours. They're going to give you that.
Let me ask
pick
this.
That up.
I watched somebody that said that it comes on a gift card.
Comes on a gift card.
And the man said, this is real nice, but he said, I don't need this because there's nowhere to spend this. I need a product. I need water. I need...
All right, so water, they're pushing water out, and they've got trucks that are pushing water out. Now, what's going on up there? I don't know because
we ain't there.
We're not there. I don't want to take up for somebody and not know who I'm taking up for. The water's going to be there for free. They're going to pass that out, and there should be some ways to get some food, maybe non-perishable. Open up a can of Beanie Weenies and eat it. I mean, look, something right now. But this $750 is for formula, diapers, that type of stuff, and some clothes. And I get it. It's hard to get power. I really get it. But you cannot drive up with $200 million worth of cash.
No, it would have to be products. It would have to be here's some clothes. We got that type thing.
And that should be there.
Now,
but you can't.
Let me ask this:
to take enough of that stuff.
True or false? And you may not know the answer either, because I have seen so many videos of people said that. All right, we done a collection in our hometown. It was going to a specific group. Is it true that FEMA is stopping people and confiscating what is being sent in, and they redistributing it? Is that true, or do you even know? Because I don't know.
I will say that does happen, and the reason being, and I understand that they want to make some kind of organization out of it, but right now is not the time to make organization out of it. There's some people in certain areas that need some supplies. Get supplies to them. They want to make it available for everybody, and they want to go through and make sure if you're giving them food that it's that it's safe.
Now,
but this is emergency situation, and it needs to go.
I want to say that overall, if you were to give the United States a grade of A through F, at this point, I think most are grading this as an F on the U.S. government in their response and how it's being handled. That goes back to who you put in office as to how they handle things. And again, whether it's true or not, that's the perception that I'm hearing.
FEMA is not the 100% response agency. FEMA is the assistance. FEMA comes in and assists the state emergency management and the local emergency management. FEMA does not run everything. FEMA may want to, but FEMA does not run this. It starts local, it ends local. Now, local guys can only do what they can do locally, and then they're going to need state help. And then state can only do what they can do because they run out of assets, and it is time for FEMA to come in. But because that storm happened on Monday, FEMA's not coming in Monday.
No, they don't.
It's not the way it's designed.
Did you see the article of, and this is a big stink up there, the guy that owned his own helicopter that flew in to rescue someone, and he was told to stand down or he would be arrested, that he could not. Yeah. And that happened.
That's wrong.
It was very wrong.
I don't believe that.
The guy that did that. We'll be right back as we travel along this early morning. There's a lot of questions that we don't have the answers to. We see it as you do, and sometimes it's hard to determine what is fact and what is embellished upon. Sometimes it is. But we'll stay watching here at the Scotty Ray Report. When it's time to store something, think Store Local Storage. It's conveniently located next to Northeast Park, and it's gated. On top of that, it's climate control, so no matter the season, it'll protect your things. 24-hour security, a covered loading dock, fire sprinklers, and you can choose the storage unit that suits your needs. From a 5x5 all the way up to a 10x30, you choose the space that you need. Call Store Local Storage today at 601-490-1618, Highway 39 North, Meridian. Looking for a great place to eat? Well, come explore the great flavors of the French Quarter in downtown Enterprise. Whether you're in the mood for a romantic night out, a family dinner, or a cozy atmosphere with great service that make dining with the French Quarter an unforgettable experience. Drop by today and taste our delicious dishes. Come explore the flavors of the French Quarter. 120 West Bridge Street, downtown Enterprise. Call 601-659-0500, the French Quarter. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Working on a big project? Need reliable equipment? Paris Tractor has you covered. From skid steers to excavators, tractors to trenchers, we have top quality equipment for rent on a project-to-project basis. All our equipment is expertly maintained for peak performance, ensuring you get the job done right. Our team is here to help you choose the perfect machinery for your needs with flexible rental terms to fit any project. Call us or visit ParisTrents.com to rent your equipment today. Come see us at Paris Tractor, where we're more than a tractor store.
Welcome back. Let's talk about these folks right here. What do? They do it every day, Odie. Snowden and Company, if you're looking for a home, talk to Amanda. She'll help you out. And if she doesn't act right, call her Mama Teresa. I'll give you her number.
She'll straighten her up, won't she?
453-3937 is the way to look at this. They have listings all over town. And again, you can go to take a look at their Facebook page. You can go to their website, snowdenrealestate.com, to look at these homes. Find one that's affordable for your budget, what you're looking for, whether it's a smaller home or maybe you need to expand. Youngin's running out your ears or your mother-in-law is moving in with you.
Or if you just want land, you don't even have to buy the house. You can buy just the land itself.
Yes, sir. They'll help you there. Snowden, that's the number right there. 453-3937. They do it every day. Let me make it where you can read it better. There you are.
There you go.
Yeah, it looks better that way. Visit them today. Any type of real estate transaction, they've got you covered with all of that.
So Karina said, Odie, don't give us generalities. And, well, I can't really give you anything else because I don't know that exact situation. Until you are until you're in this, it's hard to say what exactly is going on. I can give you generally how it's supposed to operate, but I can't tell you exactly what's going on because I'm not there. So I'm not going to sit here and fill you with a bunch of lies or a bunch of I think this is or they should do because I'm not there. So I can't really do that.
I can tell you on my side of the room here that America's not happy with the way things are being handled.
I mean, I see that.
I want to say that under other administrations, it's worked better. The response time was quicker and maybe more qualified people for the jobs and their positions to understand what a disaster is and what people need. And here's the bad part is this is supposed to happen again. Florida has it coming. Will this affect voting of how? Is this a punch to them? I don't know. We'll see. But y'all pray for those folks in Florida. They got some bad times ahead of them.
This dude it's going straight across. It's not expected to make a hard of a left turn, but when it hits high 3, cat 4, when it hits, it's projected to be a 3, but do you know how many miles per hour separates a 3 and a 4?
Yeah, ain't much, is it?
1.
You're right.
So our prayers go out to each and every one of y'all. I got friends down there. I've got family down there. I've got friends. I've got family that are suffering through all of this stuff. I hate what everybody's going through. And I'm sure once this is all done, you do after area reports, after action reports, there's a lot of stuff that's going to change, not just there, but all the way across. It's going to be terrible.
Hey, we got a missing puppy dog up around Lauderdale, Mississippi. If you happen to see this young fella, they sure would like to have him back home. Again, if I say his name right, is that Hashi? Hashi? Hashi, maybe?
That's what we'll go with.
He looks to be some form of German Shepherd, but they sure would like him back at the house. So if you could notice him. Boy, I met a lot of folks this weekend. I just wanted to say hello to them. Look at this. We had some great girls that were out and about. Ooh, I was up at Walmart at the bank there. Ran into these young ladies there.
Look at there.
Appreciate that. And
who's that? Judge T in the house.
Man, he was matching, and I ain't going to tell him what else he said. He was just blue from head to toe.
I wonder if he found a parking place close.
We were trying to find that out. I couldn't locate his truck. I had reporters out trying to find.
We love some Judge T.
But we had a lot of excitement going on. Fam Day. This happened at City Hall over the weekend. Maybe you had a chance to go out. Bunch of folks turned out for the big event there.
Dang.
City Hall lawn. Even a popo showed up. Boy Scouts,
there was
Girl
moon
Scouts.
Pies everywhere, wasn't it?
It was. They were over at Winn-Dixie Walmart selling $10 a box, I think is what they were getting. And you got a free RC.
Yeah, well.
And most likely there's somewhere today. Still doing this. Here we go. There's another picture of them doing that.
They were at Full Moon on rails. I don't know how many. Greg brought his truck because he bought so many.
Now I'm partial to those that box.
The yeller and the bananas. That's
like
my
that.
favorite.
The chocolate, I know a lot of people love them as well, but that's my favorite there.
And I heard they got some new flavors that I don't know, it just doesn't seem right.
And I got to investigate, and I said, why get away from cookies and stuff? They said the cost of just astronomically grew in cookies, so they've switched to moon pies to be able to afford to where they can make a profit for the kids.
Well, I had to sell Tom Watt when I was going through Scout.
So what?
Tom Watt.
What is that? I hate to even add, because
so it was like a big suitcase. It was a cardboard box, big suitcase, and it had all kind of little whatnot items and stuff in it. And you went door to door, and you said, "Hey, I'd like to show you some stuff that I've got." And people got to look at the item and all that, and then place an order for that item or whichever items they want. And then we would take the money in their names, and then we'd go to the next door. So we were door to door salesmen selling specific whatnot. Still. Instead of sending home a magazine and you look through it, we took a box of the actual product and then turned in our stuff and made the sales when it came in. Then we had to make deliveries. Whoo! It was different.
It was. You ever seen the moon go up?
No, that was pretty doggone interesting.
Let's do a time lapse here. This shows you the moon going up at 5th.
That's a little bitty ball is what it starts out with.
And there she goes. It gets bigger and bigger as it goes along. And that thing is just neat as all get out at night.
It really is.
That's how she's done every time. Here she goes. She's getting bigger. You've never seen that done.
And a big thank you goes out to that girl.
Yeah, she done a great job there. But that gives you a general idea of how that's done. We got some more pictures from the event that went on. Blocks and a whole lot more. Great food, entertainment. Hope you had a chance to go by and do this. They'll be coming back next year.
Look at that crowd.
It was good.
And I think that wasn't the full crowd.
No, it wasn't. That was after it thinned out some.
Yeah. There's Buddy the dog.
Buddy's all over it.
Oh, man.
But we had a blast there. And we appreciate everybody coming out and enjoying that. And again, that'll happen again next year. So, is it three in the spring, 3 in the fall? I think.
No, don't
we'll
get
have
me
to
to
ask
lie.
that girl come Friday.
Yep.
Homecoming court happened this weekend too. We wanted to say best of luck, Lily, West Lauderdale.
Oh, yeah.
She looked beautiful.
Yeah.
And again, as homecomings come, send us your pictures. We like to share those with everybody so they too can take a part of it. Would you say we've gone to the dogs?
Pretty close.
I had to say thank you to Madison Gibson for sending in her picture. We love to get pictures, but I want y'all to see this.
Oh, Scotty Ray everywhere.
There he is, that old pup. He's got his shorts on and his cowboy hat. I just thought that was neat. We do appreciate that. Again, send us your pics. Halloween's going to be coming. Make sure to get us your costume.
Get your
ones.
pimp hat so you can dress up like me, and then your cowboy hat for Scotty Ray.
Odie, we got to do some birthdays, don't we? It's that time
Let's
of day.
go. We got a little list going on here.
Monday.
Yeah, let's see. Saturday. This is Monday. Saturday we had Kaylee Robinson, Jeremy Barnacastle, Dot Vance, Michael Godwin, and Trish Buffkin having a birthday. Sunday we had Carl Wilson, Joey Patterson, and Jay Pierce. And today, Tommy Malone, my counterpart over in Leake County. Good morning there, brother. Lauren Pogue's got a birthday. Miss Johnny Mae Shelton, 80 years young. Sherry Bateman had a birthday yesterday. Jared and Bobby Hall's got a birthday. Christy Harper Shelton. Happy heavenly birthday to Porter Atkins. And Anthony Dorman's having a birthday. 7 years married, Caroline and Kenneth Clark. So happy anniversary.
Yeah, I hope it's a big one there for you.
I do too. Look at there. The Ducklings, good morning from, Lynch and them went to Kansas City. Going to watch the Chiefs and New Orleans Saints play tonight. Y'all have a safe trip. They've had a pizza that was about as big around as this whole table they were munching on yesterday. So good morning to the baby duck and the baby ducklings up there.
The senator visited with the veterans of foreign wars this weekend as they had their annual meeting there and attended that. Always taking care of our veterans, and that's what's important there as well. We're going to be back tomorrow morning, as always, and we'll be here throughout the day tracking what happens in our area and communities near and far and wide and all those good places. As each day comes to a close on our show, we give thanks to the man that makes this possible. Couldn't be here without him. There he is.
Big man upstairs. And today he's leading us to Proverbs 19:21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. Whoo, I tell you, keep him in your heart. And when you have concerns, you have questions, you have thoughts that you're not sure of, go to the Lord in prayer and ask him to show you the right way. And he can lead you. He gave us a book that's got all of the answers in it. All we've got to do is read it and follow it. And he saved us and can forgive us of our sins by shedding his blood on each and every one of us. Y'all have a happy Monday, a wonderful Monday, beginning of the week, but Friday's coming, so don't worry. And remember, of anything else, not only Lord Jesus Christ love you, but we love you too. Have a great day.